Hi, Josh Barker with Josh Barker Real Estate, and thank you for checking out our market update for the month of July 2023. Like we like to do each month, let's go ahead and kick off this month's sales report by looking at the Shasta County Multiple Listing Service, looking at their sales report for the month of June. First thing to look at is what we call our active inventory. Now there was 670 properties that actually are on the market for sale at the end of June. I'll circle this for you in red. If you go back 1 year ago, you'll see that number is 738. So our inventory is down roughly 9% year over year. Now, if you look at the new listings that came to market in the month of June, what you're going to notice is that there was a total of 353. If you go back 1 year ago, there was 427 that came to the market in June of last year. And so overall, we're actually seeing our inventory drop by 17% for the month. And this is obviously showing up in the market now because buyers currently are navigating the real estate landscape and noticing that there's fewer homes to choose from. And this is adding some pressure to buyers out that are shopping. The next thing to look at is just our sold report. And our sold report, I'll throw the slide on the top for you, is going to give you the amount of homes that sold last month in the month of June. Now the number is a closed total was 213. If you go back 1 year ago in the month of June, there was 313. And so our sales are down by nearly 32% year over year. Now, most of you know that it's largely a result of higher interest rates combined with fewer buyers moving here from outside of the area. And collectively, that's bringing down our overall sales volume. Now, if you look at the next thing, which is just our pending home sales, I'll throw that slide over the top for you. This is going to give us an indication of what to expect going forward. So in the month of June, it finished at 245 properties pending for the month. If you go back to June of last year, it was a total of 242, so almost unchanged. What that suggests is in that in next month's market report for July, when we do the sales report for July, it's likely going to show that our closings will be very similar to what they were last year, and that will likely become the theme going forward. So something for all of us to watch, but that's what that pending report does to help us understand what to expect next. Next thing to look at is just our absorption rate. Now, an absorption rate is the number of months that it would take for all the existing homes to sell and close escrow if nothing else came up for sale. And so last year, the number was 248, and I'll circle that for you in red. This year, it's climbed, and it's climbed to 3.14 months supply. Now, for 0 to 3 months supply is what we consider to be a seller's market, meaning that there's typically fewer homes for sale and a lot of buyer demand. Between 4 and 5 months supply is normally what we call a neutral market, meaning that really the buyer or the seller, neither one has an advantage over the other in that market. And anything that's a 6 month supply or more tends to be what we call a buyer's market. Right now, being at that 3.14 month supply, that suggests that we're at the tail end of a seller's market. And so overall in the marketplace, you're probably experiencing that on your own. Different price ranges, though, I will remind you, do perform differently. So keep that in mind. Next thing to look at is just mortgage interest rates. This might be a shocker for some of you, but rates right now, unfortunately, are trending above 7%. If you were to go back 1 year ago at the month of June, it was 5.75%. So for every 1% that the interest rate increases, it has an impact on purchasing power by up to 10%. And so this is a headwind that a lot of people are experiencing right now in the real estate market. The next one to look at is just our rental market itself. Speaking with a lot of property managers, I can tell you that in the state of California, that vacancy rate is still flirting around 4%. Right now, we are seeing rent prices begin to stabilize. They're not climbing at the rate they were. We're being told that our inventories are growing a little bit. However, rents have unfortunately not really softened for those who are looking to rent a place. So something that you'll be watching out for. And the last piece I want to discuss shortly is just on the homeowner insurance. Homeowner insurance right now in the state of California is under some serious pressure. There's been some large legacy brands that have actually pulled out of the market altogether. They're not writing new policies. They're still servicing existing ones. And a lot of this has to do with insurance increases that need to actually take place in the state. Right now, the state commissioner for insurance is actually being a little bit too slow in terms of approving new rate increases, and they're trying to protect the consumer. We understand that. However, the response in the market is that insurance companies are pulling out, and that's not good because it obviously makes it harder for consumers to be able to get insurance. So this will be a theme that will likely develop into a bigger topic in the future, but I want all of you on this video to be aware of it. So in any case, if you have any other questions here about the real estate market here in Shasta County, just know we're always here to help. Thank you again for taking your time with us today. Have a great day.